And a newly listed intranasal technology firm, LTR Pharma, has released its half-year results, reporting rapid progress towards its bioequivalence study for SPONTAN, an innovative nasal spray treatment for erectile dysfunction. For more details, LTR Pharma's CEO, Rodne, joins me now. Lee, thank you so much for joining Ausbiz.
Yes, thanks, Danielle. Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's go back to where we started, which was you've recently IPO'd. Could you just give viewers a rundown of what LTP is doing?
Yeah, so we're the first company that's bringing out to market the first nasal spray treatment for the treatment of erectile dysfunction. So there is no other nasal spray product on market, and there has really been no innovation in this erectile dysfunction market for the last 15, 20 years, and it's been dominated by pills, oral pills like Viagra.
Okay, so what makes your technology so special, and how far away are you from bringing it to market?
Our delivery technology is pretty unique in that our drug gets absorbed straight in through the nasal cavities into the bloodstream. So that takes effect within 10 to 15 minutes, whereas Viagra and some of the oral pills on market can take up to 60 minutes to work if they work at all. It's also impacted, the pills are impacted if you have food in your stomach. That makes it less effective because the pills have to go through your stomach and your digestive system. Whereas our unique delivery, our nasal spray delivery technology goes straight, bypasses that digestive system straight into the bloodstream through the nasal cavities to work in the next within 10 to 15 minutes. So it's a pretty unique differentiator in the marketplace. We're really close to commercializing it. We're going through a key registration study now called Pivotal Bioequivalence Study. Basically, that data is designed to help us to go through the regulatory agencies, the FDA and TGA, but also give us that data to show that we are disrupting that global Viagra blockbuster marketplace.
So if you get FDA approval, what is the distribution outlets? Would it go through the likes of, for example, in Australia, the family doctor by way of example? Is it a case of they need to be aware of it and that's how the adoption process would move up?
It certainly can go through your family doctor, but more likely, more of these scripts for erectile dysfunction are going online, so online pharmacy groups. And there's in the U.S. and in Australia, there's a handful of key online pharmacies. So they're about 70-80% of new scripts for erectile dysfunction are going online like that. So we don't have to target each individual doctor, but and we can capture that majority of our marketplace through those online pharmacies.
Okay, now the company has incurred, if I'm correct, you stand to be corrected here, a $2.5 million loss, which has increased from about just over $500,000 loss in the previous corresponding period, ending the end of December. You've raised $7 million in the IPO. At what point do you think you're going to start to be generating some cash flow?
Yeah, we expect, well, first off, that loss was attributed to one-off costs due to our IPO. So that was the majority of that cost, and then preparing for our key registration study, clinical study. And then we do expect to start receiving revenue in the second half of this calendar year in Australia through what's called the special access scheme. So the early access schemes here that's available for doctors to prescribe or unapproved pharmaceutical products before they become fully approved, if they can meet an unmet need. And certainly, we believe SPONTAN and our nasal spray treatment does serve to meet an unmet need here.
Did you have a good take-up across a wide range of Australian investors in your stock when you IPO'd?
Yeah, so it was heavily oversubscribed. I wish we could have brought everyone in that was interested. It was a massive amount of support for us, and our stock is still holding up above the issue price, which is great to see. And I know a lot of other IPOs in this space where their stock price dropped below their issue price, but we still have strong support in the marketplace.
So the two main markets that you're targeting, is it Australia and the US?
Yes, but it's also important to note that this clinical data that we're getting right now, the trial is just open for recruitment in Sydney. But that data also is designed to give us the data to seek global partnerships with large global pharmaceutical companies in this sector. So that'll expand our reach to to other key global markets and through partnerships and licensing opportunities.